Hey Explorers, Laura the Explorer here, asking core human questions. The question that I want to ask today is, why am I so tired? So there are a couple ways to go about answering this question. Number one, you could be tired because you're not sleeping well. So we'll just throw that one out the window because that's boring. And instead, I want to explore, why am I feeling so tired? Even though I'm sleeping well, I'm eating well, I'm working my body, I'm taking care of myself, and yet I feel exhausted and I'm having a hard time getting through the day. I don't know about you guys, but I like to pile a lot of things onto my life. So there are sort of two reasons why I think I'm feeling so tired and why you might be feeling tired too. One of the reasons that I think that I'm feeling tired is the amount of work that I'm doing. I'm not necessarily putting in 16-hour days. I take breaks in the middle of the day, I go work out, I go for a bike ride. I have balance in my life. Still, when you have a lot of things that you're working on, for example, I'm working on 4 personal projects right now. I have consistent rotating client projects. We've got random travel plans here and there. I've got a marriage that I'm looking to keep up, as well as friendships and relationships. What I find is throughout the day, even if I'm taking a break to go to the gym, hang out in the sauna, our gym is amazing, if my mind is constantly going, thinking about these projects that I'm working on, trying to solve problems, number one, that's a drain. Number two, it's a drain to simply be doing things that you're passionate about. You put so much time and energy and effort into them, you want them to succeed, and that in itself can drain you, and I think is draining me. But another reason that I'd like to point out that I think fatigue and feeling tired, why it can happen, is if you're really into self-improvement. I ask so many questions, guys. I'm Laura the Explorer. I'm constantly analyzing my life. I'm constantly analyzing the people around me. It's something that's kind of an obsession, but it gives me a lot of joy. I think if you're somebody who does a lot of deep reflection, that in itself takes a lot of energy. I was just chatting with one of my mentors the other day and talking to her about this, and she said that when you're expanding, when you're growing into new areas of yourself, into new ways in which you're going to be of service to the world, it takes a lot of energy. And it doesn't just take sleep, it takes rest. It takes not doing anything. It takes turning off the mind that's going 1,000 miles a minute. So here's some things that I've thought about, Laura the Explorer style, to address this core human question. Why am I so tired? First world problems, people. One thing that I would encourage you to do is to notice when you get frustrated at your exhaustion. I promise you it's only going to worsen the problem. Try to be gentle with yourself. Try to talk to yourself as if you were a small child who was suffering, who was struggling, who was tired. How can you find those little moments to rest? I've taken to not looking at my phone when I'm in a line, not looking at my phone when I'm in the car waiting for Adrian to mail off a package at the post office. Use the moments in transition, when you're in the elevator, when you've got a couple of moments between tasks. Really use those moments to pause and be. See if you can quiet the noise and just sit and rest in the moment. If you are doing so much, I want you to know that. If you're feeling tired, it's because you're doing so much. And I wish that I could just hold you and give you a hug and pet your head and cuddle you and tell you that you're amazing and you need to take it easy. Give yourself a big ol' hug. Whatever it is you need to do to let you know that you're there for you. And lastly, if you want to talk to anybody about this, if you want to journal about it and start keeping track, you could even start logging your energy. What does your energy diagram look like during the day? If you were to craft the way that you would craft your schedule, how you want your energy to feel, what are some things that you can do to support that? Is it cutting back on caffeine? Is it taking these little power naps? Is it sleeping in? So there are definitely the little things that you can do to try and tweak your schedule and tweak your diet, whatever it is that you think. If you find yourself reaching towards sugar in the middle of the afternoon, I literally just had about 5 scoops of Ben & Jerry's. This body that you have is the only body that you will be given, and you need to take care of it. And ultimately what I'm realizing is, if I am fatigued, I'm not doing my best work. And it's not because my body is physically tired. I mean, it is, but it's more that my soul needs to be nourished. So any way that you can nourish your soul, take those little moments. Don't use the excuse of you don't have enough time. If that story isn't serving you, if it's not helpful, scrap it and try something else. But I just wish you guys ease. I wish you bountiful energy. It's there. It's at the tips of our fingers. We're the ones who keep ourselves from it because of these habits that we have, both daily life and then our mental patterns and our emotional patterns. So I'm really working on this question, why do I feel so fatigued? And if you are too, I hope some of these thoughts were helpful. If you have any thoughts about it or things that have worked for you, send them my way. I love to hear what you guys think, what you've explored. And again, I just wish you all the best. I wish you all the nourishment. I wish you all the warm, fuzzy feelings and that bountiful source of feeling energy, because it's there. So we all need to tap back into it. All right, my Explorer loves, have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.